What I'm telling you right here, this is the game. You're 20, and your wide-eyedness, that thinking, oh, I'm just seeing and streaming, is how to get you into escort.
Y'all think academics off the hand dog
Culture, because you're saying I'm just going there to stream and I'm on a jet. No, why do you? You're not that cool, shorty. I'm telling you, you're again brought there with your friends to get.
No, nobody got. That's what I'm saying. That's where you're wrong at. You're wrong. Again, you're wrong. It seems like.
Okay, so from what I know, I think academics trying to say that Somaya is doing some kind of escorting from, you know, taking trips. I seen a little bit about this on Instagram, so I think that's what he's talking about, but I want to hear the whole side of what's going on.
In your mind, in your world, you have to do these things for, because they're not generally gonna with you for you.
The difference between me and you in this conversation, I'm down to be all the way honest. Yo, I booked a jet for 80 grand. I brought him straight up. I'm not here to lie about nothing. Why did you?
Of course, you're trying to.
Man.
Of course,
I know
look at
every
you, bro.
rapper
Of course.
to say when Sway Lee go to Bahamas and bring 30 girls, he brings
Of course, not. Of course.
Why did Trippy bring you?
Of course,
I don't know. Academics doesn't seem wrong to me. The current beef between DJ Academics and Somaya, the streamer slash content creator, has opened up so many interesting conversations to me. Not necessarily because I care what this one young lady and her friends did, but the overall conversation that I've been preaching on this channel about young women and the streaming community and culture. Part of me wants to believe that these young men want these women to be around because they are fun, interesting, and entertaining. And another part of me believes that this is a big ring of traffic. And as I look back to all the women content creators from about a year ago, I think to myself, where are they? What happened? And why does this cycle keep happening of
He's spitting facts right now. Like, where is Cooking with Kaya been? I ain't see her ass.
young women getting attached to these content creators, used up and thrown away like a tube of toothpaste, continuously happen time and time again. If you're new to this channel, please make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button. It goes a long way for us unemployed over here. These bills won't pay themselves, and I can pay Georgia Power in subscriptions. I appreciate it. Now, back to the video. This all started with
I'm not live. I'm doing a video. Let's cut this out.
and her friends talking about the male prospects in their lives. You know, their standards, the gift giving, etc., etc.
How much a man gotta make for you to take them serious? How much a month?
Over 6 figures a month.
I was just about to say, yeah, she's high maintenance, y'all. So I'll do over 6.
What high maintenance calls for you to need? I mean, I get it. You want somebody that's gonna match your lifestyle, whatnot, but what do you need out of this man for, you know, he needs to make this much money? What do you need? Your nails, hair? You know what I mean? How much is that costing for real? To where it's like, all right, now I'm just tricking on you. Feel me? I don't know.
6 figures a month. I think I shot it at.
Now, I retired a lot of the conversations surrounding relationships when Kevin Samuels died. Ultimately, the conversation was futile. There was irreparable damage done to the community as a whole. And for what it's worth, I got engaged and I didn't have to deal with this nonsense anymore. But Academics took on this challenge after seeing Somaya and her friends, who are friends and associates with some rappers that he's close with, and responded to these standards and whatnot that these young women have.
How much a man gotta make for you to take them serious? How much a month?
Over 6 figures a month.
I was just about to say,
And keep in mind, these girls are like under 25. They have a little bit of following on social media. Guys are flying them out left and right. These girls, when they're popping this type of shit, the guys who got the money fly them out. Maybe they think a bag is cool. I ain't buying no bitch no bag, but whatever. Like they're hypnotized by money. You fuck them for a week and you send them back. And they sit there, post a bunch of pictures of places you've been, shit you live in, cars you drive. And they get back on the track and wait for the other millionaire to fly them out. Like, it's kind of a sad life. I don't know how they make it look so lit. They make it look.
Hey man, charge it to the game. I ain't gonna lie. You see these girls and they taking all these trips and shit. You know what I mean? Hey man, yeah.
Chat, these are the women you do not take serious. Like come on. Like a woman that gives the criteria of how much you need to make, you don't take serious, period.
Now, don't shoot the messenger, maybe the originator of the message, but I actually kind of agree with what Academics is saying. I was born in '96. I know, UNC status, which means I graduated from high school at 2014. I've been around the block here for a minute. And in every iteration of young man, there is IG model after IG model, baddie after baddie, content creator after content creator that comes and goes. They appear in all these videos with all these other male content creators, rappers, celebrities, etc., etc. Never create a real fan base and just end up disappearing. Now, I'm not saying that that is exactly Somaya and her friends, but more than likely it is Somaya and her friends. And as I go back and look at the 2014 baddies, I don't want to date myself by saying any names, they're doing extra regular stuff now. From riding around in Maybachs and Rolls Royces at the ripe old age of 18 and a half, now pushing a 2007 Camry. And again, there's nothing wrong with a 2007 Camry
at all, but that's just living above your means. Like straight out the gate, when you first getting in the dough, if you a female content creator, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta take the Senna route, you gotta take the extra Emily route. You know what I mean? You can't be doing all this content with all these niggas and shit. And if you is doing it, you gotta keep it to where it's like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. A lot of niggas get what I'm saying though.
I think that that's the first year where they got the surround airbags and they had Bluetooth in the car. Pretty good car. But ultimately, what Academics is saying is true no matter the age group. Now, just because I agree with him doesn't mean that Somaya did. She took to Twitter to call him names, call him fat, all these other things like that. And ultimately,
hold on, let me read this.
That Somaya did. She took to Twitter.
This don't know what I do or what I got you. The kind of nigga women need to stay away from. Gossiping, fat, if my homegirl wants that, maybe she got a nigga doing that. Okay.
To call him names.
Stand up for your friend. Ain't no wrong with that.
Call him fat, all these other things like that. And ultimately, it led to a live stream that revealed a lot of both of their mentalities behind the whole situation.
I don't think Academics care for real, though. Oh, my God.
Put out an idea that they have these unrealistic expectations of men is because they're into escorting culture. You and your homegirls are into escorting culture. Did you escort recently for Trippie Redd? I'm here to hopefully have a conversation that we can make a conclusion.
No. Why is that even coming out your mouth? It's 20 different girls on that trip. Like, he's celebrating his album thing. When I did the stream with him, I did a stream with him. He invited me to Turks. He was like, hey, you can come, you can bring whoever you want. He was on some cool shit. It was nothing like that. So for you to get up here,
I don't think nothing wrong with that. If she went out there to do a stream and shit, you know what I mean? And it was that, and then she like on some, you know, me and my friends, we about to, you know, come over, kick shit. I'm gonna invite some of my homegirls over. I don't think nothing wrong with that, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what the new escorting experience is. Bring your friends. Bring your friends for this free trip that I'm hoping will turn into something romantic or...
But if it's like a thing like, oh, we about to, you know, pay you to be out here, then yeah, okay, that's like more so escorting. My fault, I'm pausing a lot. I'm yapping right
intimate.
now.
Yeah, that's how escorting works.
Nobody did. What are you talking about? What?
Ma'am, are you or have you been romantically involved with Trippie Redd? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Did he have any?
Okay, listen. This is not no interrogation. 1, 2. I just told you what it was. So for you to keep, we did a stream previously. He invited me. So that's it. That's all. But you're still trying to paint this narrative. That's what I'm saying. You're so fixated on this one narrative. Like, what is that doing for you?
I think it's time we actually define what an escort is in this context. An escort is generally a sex worker who provides companionship, and often it leads to sexual favors. And this stuff can be funneled through agencies.
Yeah, like if it's a thing like he paying
like
y'all
to
to
a person
be out here,
the
then
camera,
that's an escort.
You know, sends young women over to these streamers or whatnot. But ultimately, you're providing companionship. And I think that's where the line kind of gets blurred, because some of these people are interpreting this as, hey, I'm friends with so-and-so, and they are just flying me out, spending money on me. But some of this other stuff is clear as day sex work. And I'm not here to shame sex work, but this is just an interesting conversation as a whole.
The culture of women claiming these are the guys they're into, flexing and showing off these type of experiences, and then trying to act like it's not what we all know what it is, right?
I take pictures everywhere, gang. I take pictures everywhere.
This is
like, I seen you made a comment like, oh, she's on a PJ, she's excited, she's taking pictures. Look, listen, I'll take pictures at a fucking gas station if I look cute and the outfit's cute. If I want to take pictures and I want to post on my page, I can do that. I can literally do that. I have free will. Why does it automatically think in your mind like, okay, she's fucking, which is prostitution, or it's like, why is that even a thing in your mind? Like, that's,
ma'am, I'm gonna be honest,
you're trying to paint.
Hold on, that lifestyle is escort. I just want to let you know. Like, you don't have to admit it. You don't have to.
I guess if a girl get on a PJ, she's an escort. That's what you're saying.
If you're going from rapper to rapper and going, and, listen, I'm telling you.
Are you talking to me directly, or are you saying in general? Be direct with what they're saying now.
Both.
Huh?
Both. I think we've heard about you now with, at least for what people know, 2 rappers. But you know what I mean? Like, you're kind of on the block, girl.
From a who knows? Like, what are you saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, who cares? Why do you care? No, nobody's stopping rapper to rapper. Nobody's stopping rapper to rapper. Like, you sound slow.
We're not saying we care like we want you to stop. We're just commenting on it. And if I feel like you guys...
Okay, but whoever said that I was hopping rapper to rapper, y'all only know me for doing one person.
One rapper to the other.
Now, I get it. The words are offensive, but Academics is just trying to break down something that we all see on a day-to-day basis. These people being connected to wealthy individuals for one reason and one reason only. To provide companionship. Whether that be sexual or not is up to you. 9 times out of 10 it's sexual. But when people see Somaya on these different planes and these different places and spaces with Trippie Redd, it just screams to them, hey, she's doing this for a bag, for clout, whatever the case may be. Now, there are some people like Ben Dadon who would deflect and say,
because you would never see Senna or nobody doing no shit like this for real. Like, they just doing it with the other streamers. Like, you know, and granted, they probably friends and shit, so it's like, I don't know, the dynamic is probably different. You know, you probably can't do shit like that because you entered doing the girl content shit or whatever. So I don't know. It's hard to branch out from that shit, I feel like.
That's not true. This isn't, you know, valid or whatever the case may be. We just do these things.
I'm taking Somaya out of it. I'm taking like all niggas out of it. I'm taking real personalities out of it. When y'all, even bitches will really use niggas to get an experience and be like, I'm not doing shit. And what the nigga supposed to do? Be like, either the nigga keep it P and be like, all right, well, you cool. I'm just not gonna invite you out no more. I'm not gonna invite you no more. Or the nigga gets into it with the bitch and they be like, find your own way home.
It's
bitch,
reactionception
you can't.
right now.
How I think Lil TJ and Ruby had got into it back in the day, like that type of shit. You gonna buy my flight home, man? Hell no, bitch, find your way. Like, it be that type of shit going on. Every time bitches be around, y'all might feel like bitches gonna fuck, but like that shit don't be going on every time, fool. Like, if say like any football celebrity y'all know flies out 20 bitches, all them hoes not finna fuck.
But what Ben fails to realize, and Academics had to make him understand, is that whether or not y'all have sexual intercourse or not, you paying for somebody's companionship is escorting. That is by definition escorting. And there's nothing wrong with it. We all understand what's going on. But why I'm interested in this conversation is because during her rant with Academics, Somaya mentioned the fact that she's a real deal content creator. She went to Streamer U. She has a career.
We know you for literally fucking a rapper. That's why we know you. So we're gonna post.
All right, that's good.
You can know me from the no cap situation. That's fine. That's fine. You can know me from that. That's fine.
And then we're gonna post anniversary of you getting a turn.
But listen, I'm a streamer. Don't try to fucking downplay me, bitch. I'm out here and I get my clips and I do my little shit. Don't ever try to do that, bitch. I want to stream you and all that. Don't give a fuck. Don't downplay shit I got going on, bitch. All you do is sit your fat ass up on this internet eating your potato chips and talk shit about the next bitch.
Wait, is that the one that was going?
You making your money though. You making your money though. But you also paying to fuck bitches. Nobody want to genuinely fuck with your ass. Nobody around you genuinely want to be around you. Listen, I've heard niggas talk about you, bro. They don't fuck with you.
Okay, by your definition, Trippie paid to fuck you then.
Now, I'm not here to validate or invalidate if she is a streamer or not a streamer, a content creator or not a content creator. She has a good following on Instagram. She does stream occasionally and pulls good numbers. We're not going to take that away from her at all. You're an audience that does stream.
Let me look at these numbers real quick. Average 908. Okay. Wait, what? All right. Okay. Shit, that's solid.
Occasionally and pulls good numbers. We're not going to take that away from her at all. You're an audience that knows how to read numbers. You do the math and come up with your own conclusions. But what does interest me though is what she uses as a validation tactic, the fact that she's been to Streamer U. Now, we know about the women that were in all these streams during the past year that jumped into the content creation game or got propelled to another level in the content creation game based off of being attached and associated with a bunch of different men. Streamer U boosted a
That's
lot
what I was saying, bro. I said
careers.
that shit earlier.
You remember Lola, the news reporter from Streamer U? She's doing insane things. She's been at the Grammys, she's been at Mafiathon, and recently she signed a deal with the NBA to do some stuff for 2K, if I'm not
that's
mistaken.
hard.
Are we coming to work with you? Of course, guys. Of course. I'm still gonna be streaming, guys. Like, I'm still gonna be streaming. We're still gonna be doing lit behind streams. Now they're gonna be even litter, okay? Because I'll be like with some cool lit people. And I'm also obviously going to be the news reporter for the NBA 2K League. So we're gonna be doing a lot of great fun things for them. They're gonna give me a whole rundown I'm not exactly sure when my first day of work is yet.
Shouts out to her desk. I actually love her desk. Like, genuinely speaking, somebody get this clip to her so I can find out where she got her desk from, because I do want to have my own desk. People like Yana have blown up over the past year through creative streams, genuine funniness, all those different things. And she just needed a platform, because even before coming to Streamer U, Kai Cenat predicted how big and how successful she would be.
I think Yana's gonna be one of the biggest female content creators. I ain't gonna lie, bro. She was streaming off her PS4, gaming with a fucking camera in the big 2020 fucking 5. That's a different level of commitment. That's a fucking winner.
Hey, you gotta make what's due, bro. Everybody trying to get in this content shit. You don't need to buy no $5,000 PC, $5,000 camera, bro. Just start that shit.
I say too many names here because
start that shit.
It actually is kind of sad. There are a lot of streamers who were on Are You My Ball last year, on Blackboy Max's Love Stream, and Streamer University that were ultimately male-centered, male-coded, male everything, and it did not pan out. And now we see them running to the internet blaming anybody, anything, and everyone.
Oh my God.
As to why their streaming and content creation careers aren't working, other than the fact that they got roped into doing male-centered content.
I have seen jokes, I have seen them start little and getting big to the point where people are doing it so much, the men are doing it so much, they do not know kids are watching y'all, they are making it okay. They are making gay okay, and it's not okay. They are teaching the little boys that it's okay and that we're just playing. Men don't play. When you ain't gay, you ain't gay. You don't play. You don't play. And it go way past playing. It starts with the joke, and then the joke gets bigger. And the little joke turns into hand movements, facial expressions, body language. Then it turns to you actually looking like a girl, acting like a girl, talking like a girl. Then it turns into you talking about what you want to do with men. It's not a joke.
Yo.
Yeah, saying all that homophobic rhetoric as if you weren't at Streamer University trying to be just like them, with them, attached to them, associated with them, is the most insane thing in the world to me. And there's a mountain of others, but India Love is probably another prime example that I would feel comfortable highlighting in this situation. Granted, she's had individual streamer success, but we know how her views ebb and flow based off of being associated with men. Only really ever brought around for the companionship or to get the different pieces of content off that they need, but never really able to build your own audience, your own platform. Why is that not considered escorting? I don't know. Now, eventually, Academics does get hit with a cease and desist from Somaya's legal team because these claims are inflammatory.
You dropped the hammer on that.
She sent me this whole legal document. No lawyer listed. It says pro se. That's how I know she went to ChatGPT. It was ironic because I felt like that was even hell proving a point. She said, "You're fucking up my money by exposing this culture that you know my behavior could be associated with." What does that tell you already? But okay, you know, usually when people send a cease and desist, they're hoping you're not gonna keep dragging it. That's basically the admitting the white flag that, hey, listen, people are starting to maybe reflect some thoughts based on our conversation about me, and this could be something that's not good for me. Could you not keep dragging it? Bro, I don't have. No one wakes up and says, "What is Somaya doing today?" No. So yeah, there's no malintent. There's no, you know, I don't want to drag it or nothing like that. So I said, let's get on the phone. No. So I said, give me your number. So I'm saying, I want to get on the phone instantly. And this should tell you all you want to know. Remember, she sent me this ChatGPT cease and desist. I'm like, oh my God, I could tell she's so triggered. She's blah, blah. She's trying to type all legal now. She's like, calling me a thought is one thing, but accusing me of doing that and saying I'm getting flued out to get piped. Okay, I'll read y'all the whole thing later. I'm like, yo, all right, listen, we could be adults. It's fine. All right, and really, so I'm like, give me the number. She misconstrues me asking for her number as me asking, like, for what number in monetary sum would I settle before we get to litigation? What? Yo, chat, it's always about the moolah. It's always about money with these people. So I'll give her some credit, though. She didn't, like, just give me a number. She was just like, hey, you know, I'm ready to go ahead, blah, blah, blah. But also, like, you know, I just get my reputation.
Hey, if y'all wondering, I got my daughter right there. I'm just messing with her. I keep on bending down and shit.
I don't necessarily want exactly money, but yeah, you've hurt me. You've hurt my reputation.
Oh, Somaya. I don't think that your reputation is hurt because I think that 9 times out of 10, majority of these content creators know exactly what it is. And I can break it down for you guys if you need a little bit of insight and backstory.
I say this, bro. If you a female and you doing streaming or YouTube or anything like that, if you get in here doing the girl content shit, that's solid, that's smooth, that's working for you. Because cutting that out.
I've been on that side. These guys go to these different casting agents, these different production companies, you know, and they ask them to find them a women for their video. Whether it be the 20v1s, whether it be the pool parties, whether it be the different videos, the cooking challenges that are surrounded by women, they're getting them from these casting agents. Contracts are signed up, NDAs, etc. Money is exchanged for your time being there. And then ultimately, whatever happens afterwards. Sometimes you guys hang out for extended periods of time. Sometimes you do get cracked. I seen it. I've been there. Hell, I started a lot of it on this side of the internet. Dang, ain't that crazy? Am I the original? Never mind. But it's not
Wait, this nigga used to be doing that shit? He used to do girl content, nigga?
hurting your reputation or any of these
find out
other
old
young
Meezy was
women's
doing the girl
reputation because
content.
everybody knows what's going on. I hate to be so crass and so rude, but the main thing that I want to focus on from this is that all of these women that hop into this sphere trying to get into content creation, thinking that that is a viable path. I've been there, I've done that, I've spun the block, and I've only seen maybe a handful of content creators actually go this route, start this way, and then come up. You remember Lolo Fitzmo, originally from the AMP Love and Basketball video that went on to be with Destroying in a couples video and then started her whole career? I hired her for the first AMP Love and Basketball video. Not saying that that was any sort of escorting, but that's just an example of somebody who had a, you know, career after the fact. But ultimately that involves to where we are today, where these young ladies think that this is the way to go and build their careers. But I'm here to tell you, only a handful of escorts have
it's
ever
hard
like
to do
established
that.
some full career here. Now, Academics may have been able to use some better words to describe it, I guess. I don't know. But I think as a community, a lot of people see exactly what he's talking about.
This Academics and Somaya thing, that's just like the icing on the cake, and that's the norm. That's been a norm for the past couple years for our day and age. But the problem that I have is that women like that don't like to call a spade a spade. Academics been in this game for 10 plus years. He watched the game evolve, shape, and evolve again. And he said that's an escort lifestyle, which it is. And I could bet everything that I own, which ain't gonna be no private jet, bitch, but that you signed an NDA. And it's none of my business. I just feel like when you women get on these social medias and you want to show this glamorous lifestyle because you're dealing with somebody that has a high financial status, you think you're going to pull a wool over people's eyes. Like a nigga like me, soon as I see that private, you're not buying a private jet. No, you haven't, you're not doing that, and you're not getting on that private jet just because you're that girl. When you dealing with niggas that can afford private jets, they are buying you. They don't give a fuck about you and your streamer university.
At all.
You know what you here for. Like, sign this. Let me introduce you to this lifestyle.
Let's get straight to it, bro. I ain't playing.
Let me buy you what you want. Give you that good feeling for right now, so that you can open up, so that you know what I'm saying? You know how we end in the night. But I think the biggest problem was when Academics called it an escort lifestyle. People don't like to call a spade a spade. That is the escort lifestyle.
Academics and Somaya arguing the whole time. Both of them is right. On Academics and right. As a woman, out of all the male friends that you had, how many of them have actually tried to talk to you, flirt with you, or something else like that? Let's be real. Majority. So I can see what AK mean when he's sitting here saying that these motherfuckers be trying to fuck and shit, because niggas really do be doing that shit. However, Somaya's not wrong either. Let's say that was them niggas' intentions. That does not mean that she was over there getting cracked. Motherfucker want to find me out this, that, and the third with my friends. I'm going too.
All right, I got enough from this video. I mean, bro, females, y'all gotta realize these niggas don't want to be your friends 9 times out of 10. These niggas just want to hit that. Niggas been doing this shit for I don't know how long. Flying bitches out, doing this, doing that. You ain't fucking play a P, whatever. But I'm done with this video, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, be back for the next video. I'm trying to get back on my YouTube shit, bruh. Appreciate y'all, man.